It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Tiffany Dun, the 2019 Harpur College of Arts and Sciences Student Commencement Speaker. Graduating summa cum laude, Tiffany Dun will be leaving Binghamton with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. She has been a 2-year member of the women's tennis team after transferring to Binghamton in the fall of 2017. As a writer for The Pipe Dream, Tiffany has contributed a number of articles on a variety of topics. She will be returning home to Australia after graduation to pursue a master's degree. Please welcome to the podium, Tiffany Dun.
G'day everyone. Administrators, faculty, family and friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2019. There are a couple of things I'd like to talk to you guys about today. Both of them fall under my rendition of how to make good decisions. Making big decisions is hard, and we're approaching a time in our lives where we're about to be making a lot of them. Most of us have demonstrated that we can already make some pretty big decisions. I mean, we ended up here, right? Now, there are some even bigger decisions headed our way. For example, should we go to grad school? Which one? Should we take some time off and work instead? Or even, should we accept this job offer? I'm going to tell you about a big decision that I made 4 years ago. Should I go to America? Should I leave behind all my family and friends in Australia and everything I'd built for myself in my hometown? The answer was easy. Hell yeah, get me out of this place. 2 years later, I came to face an even harder decision as I sought new challenges through tennis. The question was, should I stay in the US and transfer schools, or should I just go home? At the end of my sophomore year, I found that I really couldn't make up my mind. Trust me, I tried everything to get out of making a decision for myself. I made charts, pros and cons list. I asked Grandma. Thanks, Grandma. Hell, one time I even went to a counselor and asked her to decide for me. She didn't. Anyway, I guess you all know what I ended up choosing, or else I wouldn't be up here talking to you. Somehow I wound up here in Binghamton, New York, from Australia. But can I just say that all of you locals do not give Binghamton enough credit. I mean, here I am having just flown 24 hours across the world, a little excited to see some snow, and everyone is just sitting here complaining about the weather. Coming all the way from Australia, my experience in making these difficult decisions has taught me just 2 lessons that I'd like to pass on to you today. My first piece of advice, do what makes you most happy. The key word is you. If you're making a big decision about yourself, you've got to be a little bit selfish and do it for you and nobody else. Ultimately, it's your life, so take charge and live it your way. I'd like everyone to do a little something for me. Everybody, close your eyes. Imagine yourself in 5 years. I see some of your eyes are still open. Close your eyes. What are you doing in 5 years? Are you getting your master's degree? Are you working? Are you married with 2 kids and a dog? Who knows? Does your future seem exciting? And now, keep your eyes closed. Imagine yourself, your ideal life. What would you be doing if money didn't matter and you didn't have to worry about anybody else's expectations of you? Where would you be and what would you be doing? Think about it. Maybe you'd be an artist or a chef. Maybe you'd be a nuclear physicist. Maybe you'd be doing something that has nothing to do with your major whatsoever. Keep your eyes closed. Imagine these 2 scenarios next to each other and compare. Are they the same? If not, why? Ask yourself what matters most and adjust your next decisions accordingly. But what do you do? You can open your eyes now. But what do you do if you see yourself being happy in both instances? And I'm just going to say that sometimes we face two good decisions. Sometimes I think there's no wrong answer. Whether I'd stayed in America or gone back to Australia, I think with both decisions I would have been happy. So we come to my second piece of advice. Choose the decision that scares you the most. For me, the beauty of going to college in another country was that it allowed me to see the world from a different perspective. And let me tell you, that scared me a lot. I was going to America. They said everything was going to be upside down. But since being at Binghamton, I've learned more about myself than I ever would have if I had stayed in my own comfortable bubble back home. I learned that what's most important to me and what I value the most are not the materialistic things, but the things you can't buy. The friendships, the experiences, and the memories that I've had since being here are but part of my life that I'm never going to be able to forget, and these to me are priceless. I learned that I love painting, geology, poetry, marine biology, and above all else, I hate statistics. Now, you might not have to go all the way to Australia to find out what you love doing, but next time you've got a big, difficult decision to make, I hope you think of what this Australian has had to say. First, make the decision for you. What's going to make you the happiest? And if you're still stuck, go with the challenge. Choose the decision that scares you the most. You might even surprise yourself. I'm going to leave you with this one thought, and one of my favorite quotes from Africa's first female president, Ellen Sirleaf. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. Congratulations, class of 2019, and thank you to everyone who's made it so special.